I figured since I'm going to be putting videos out there on religious things, that I should put my testimony out there also. It's going to be a short one because I'm not going to go over all the facts and details. But anyways, from like birth to age 5, abused, neglected. Age 5 or 6, I was sent into the foster system, which wasn't saving me, but it did. Life happened for a reason. It made me who I am today. It just wasn't a preferred experience. I was in juvie a lot through the foster care system. Also, I was in 2 different adoptions. The first adoption didn't work out. I'll say this one detail: lit a house on fire to get out of the house. And I was a kid, I was 11, I didn't know what I was doing. I regret it, and I've asked for forgiveness, and I've been forgiven for it. Along with anything that I've done, I've been forgiven for already. The second adoption was probably the best place I could have been, but I was already too far gone as a juvenile. I put that lady through some difficult times. I was in and out of churches. I was baptized Mormon. I've been to other types of churches. I know that all the churches that I've been to, no matter their different rules or anything, they all had one thing in common, and that was Jesus Christ. Whether they identified him correctly on who Jesus Christ was. So, I'm not a stranger to religion. What I do is not religion, I know that much. It is non-denominational, if you want to put a label on it. It doesn't focus on rules and stuff. It focuses on you getting a relationship with God through Jesus Christ, so that in your heart you want to follow rules and you want to be good and moral. Age 18 to 30, in and out of drugs, alcohol, jails, prisons. In the jails are the only places that God could reach me, so he put me in jails. I dabbled in the Bible a little bit, didn't understand too much of it. But this last time I was in prison, in result from like rock bottom psychotic breakdown, I don't know what it was, but it was a bad time in my life in like 2019. And I knew in my heart, and I kept telling people, I need to go to jail, I need to go back to prison, and that's the only place where I felt safe and content. And the Bible is like the first thing I looked for. Not the first week was hectic in jail. The first week I was headbutting stuff, blood running down my face, blood on the window, probably bulletproof glass window, that's why it didn't break or shatter. And Twin Falls County Jail got tired of dealing with that type of behavior, so they sent me to Jerome County, and there a couple days was I couldn't sleep for 3 days straight. And that's after coming down off drugs and everything. There's just couldn't sleep. I wasn't at peace. There was something wrong. I knew I needed a Bible. Found a Bible. Started reading it. I was in Jerome County for 3 months. In that 3 months, I got closer to God. Understood the Bible a lot more than I ever have. I had a lot of aggression though. I called out a lot of people, yelled at a lot of people, judged a lot of people. I didn't make any friends, but other than in God. I kept to myself when I actually got to the prison. Actually, I did all 3 times I was in actual prison, not a rider or a program. I stuck to myself most of the time because I witnessed people. I looked, I observed, and I paid attention. Noticed how people acted there, and I'm like, I'm not gonna act anything like that. That's not who I am. I'm not changing who I am. Noticed Christians acted a different type of way. But prison is where I've studied the Bible the most, and I ain't even close to finishing the Bible. I should have. I had enough time to. But I'm gonna do it here, right now. Here in freedom, or outside of a cage. I wouldn't call it freedom. It's freedom for me now. God set me free. You can claim that Jesus is fictional or all that, but if you haven't read the Bible and you weren't reading it genuinely to seek answers and to seek a relationship with your higher power, God, not gonna find what you're looking for unless you're actually looking for something genuine. But I found that. For the past 2 days, I've been struggling with doubts, all this, not stepping forward, not putting any progress into my relationship with God, not telling anybody. A couple people that crossed through my life, of course I'll tell them, but not putting myself out there like that, but now I am. It's probably a bunch of babble, but I had to get it off my chest because you're all I have to speak to, I guess. Until I get the courage to boldly speak to people without pushing them away. Told someone I was at peace today. They even planted the seed that got me into reading the Bible more. For 2 days straight, been reading. Felt at peace, content, humble. And they're gone. They don't like my religious crap. Or I don't know how they worded it. They didn't express it to me. They expressed it to somebody else. This is genuine love that I have for God and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ did something that he didn't have to do. Or he didn't owe. People thought that he deserved to die and kill him, and they put him in a category of evil people or criminals when he was just spreading the word. I don't get very far when I try to spread it. I might not say the right words. I'm not confident in my faith to teach or preach or anything. I want to be, but my approaches or something are pushing people away. It's okay. Everything's already written, it's already planned out, and I don't have to worry about those types of things. I just have to worry about my relationship with God. And I'm not letting distractions get in my way anymore. People in conversation are just throwing a bunch of chaos at me and confusion, and the conversation doesn't even make sense to me almost sometimes. Or it's just too minimal to, like, my only answers are read the Bible and pray, and people won't accept that. I just know it's worked for me, and I know it's worked for many others that have testimonies. We all relate. All the ones that have found Jesus, we all say the same things and we relate. We haven't been through the same experiences, but we relate now. If you truly have found Jesus Christ in your heart, you relate to others that have, and I can't deny that not being factual. Deny that being factual. I can't talk. But I guess the ones that I push away will find a different way. I don't know. But that's what it is, I guess.